taking off. No brakes, all gas. Now watch me boss up. Blockchain's future.
I was going to say, I didn't hear it at the beginning. I was going to say, this is the first time in a couple of weeks that we've not had Mickey playing at the beginning of the episode. So Michelangelo, a community member made this song actually randomly for Super and sent it to us when we were at MoveCon. And then we turned it into a community challenge or creative challenge to where community members could go and create a music video for the video, and they won some Super in doing so. So that's just wanted to fill you in a little bit of like what the song at the beginning of the show is, because I'm sure you're like, what the hell's going on?
Amazing! I was dancing in the background.
Yeah, love it. That's why we have it.
Sup, people?
What's up?
Welcome to another edition of the Sup. Apologies for being a little bit late. I actually had some tech issues, so if my microphone's a bit different, it's because this one's not connected right now. So it's Mac microphone. Let us.
You sound good. You actually sound great.
Michelangelo. Oh, well, that's good to know, man. Michelangelo, welcome to the show. CEO and founder of Zyphe, man. Welcome. It's good to have you.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here. Happy to be here and to be part of this.
Really excited to chat to you and get into everything. Obviously, Zyphe, the privacy-preserving decentralized KYC provider who recently integrated with our Common Fund platform for all of the token sales that will happen through Common Fund. So obviously, Super Liquid is coming soon. Obviously, I know, Michelangelo, that there's been a couple of difficulties in the launch of our first sale on Common Fund for Super Liquid. So to the community, we apologize, okay? Like, we are sincerely sorry. We know how much you are waiting, and it sucks. I know that it sucks for you, but this is very important that we get everything 100% right, and so we are working as hard as we can. Just to let you all know that we are working on it tirelessly. It's about ensuring a smooth and secure process for the community. Just make sure that you turn on notifications on the Super Labs account. So the moment that it's live, we will let you know. A lot going on in the back end. But what we're just going to do is we're going to go ahead and chat about your background, Michelangelo, how you got into Web3, Zyphe itself as a project, and we've got all that behind us. All the tech gremlins are being worked on. We're going to move on with this show and acknowledge them, but move on with the show. Okay, so leaving all that behind us, Michelangelo, give us a little intro to yourself and Zyphe as well, man.
So I can start with myself. I was building companies all the career. The first touch on crypto was back in 2012, 2013, when I got paid in Bitcoin. Yeah, I was a pro gamer before pro gaming was a thing. I was playing a World of Warcraft back in the days. So
I still play World of Warcraft to this day. I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I stopped like I think 8-9 years ago. But yeah, back in the days was a big thing, and we were boosting people through the ad content. And one guy was like, "Can I pay you in Bitcoin?" I was like, "What are Bitcoin?" So we accepted the payment in Bitcoin, and then we swapped them. We don't have like 200,000 Bitcoin right now, unfortunately, but it's okay. So that was my first time in Web3, and then I was following the entire path on all of the biggest cryptocurrency, then NFT, altcoin, shitcoins, and so on, meme coins now. I meanwhile on the professional side, I was building companies. I did one in telco, one in pasta, one dropshipping, and then into privacy. The privacy one was a completely different company, and the company was called mToken, and I was tokenizing the time that you spend online with a privacy angle. So giving back a little bit of the revenue stream that you were giving to the companies. And on that one, we were working a lot on the decentralized part with Solid. That is another protocol, the first one, built by Tim Berners-Lee, that is the creator of World Wide Web. We were the first company in production with that. And then moving on with a lot of market feedback, also we move into a decentralized KYC. The first client was Protocol Labs with Filecoin. It's one of the biggest foundation in Web3. So with that close feedback loop, we decided to go down the privacy angle for KYC. So we protect all of the information that you give away during your onboarding process. So your document, your biometric. And that's why even it's taking a little bit more time at the integration, etc. Because Supra team want to have everything right, and even ourselves from a regulatory standpoint, and even on privacy on the privacy angle.
Yeah, I love that. And I think
track.
and I think this episode is going to be really interesting for a lot of people because of that reason. A lot of people have been asking, like, hey, what's the KYC process going to be? They've never used Zyphe before, so this is going to be a new process for them. But I think kind of hearing you explain it and what Zyphe is really going to kind of open the door. As you know, with people in Web3, a lot of people just don't like the KYC, and that could be for any amount of reasons. Yeah, exactly. Some people like to stay anon, and that's totally fine. I totally get that. I have an account that I will never let anybody know about, right? It's like I want to stay anon in some aspects of Web3. So to hear that, we're protecting all of those information that you're giving us, because some situations you do have to KYC to be a part of, right? That's just a part of some of these coins or a part of some of these projects processes. And you have to do it. So if you want to be a part of it, you can still KYC, but your information will not be out there, for lack of better term. So I'm excited to learn more too. And again, thanks so much for the introduction. And I'm super stoked to have you on. So before we go any farther, what we do every week is we like to give a couple community shout outs, people that have given some sweet posts and tagged us in over the last couple weeks, last couple days from last week. And then we just kind of give them a shout out and move on into a little bit of ecosystem news. And while I am doing that, I want to go through the comments. Bolex, hello. Super Daddy, Omas, we see all the people every week. Thank you all for being here today. Mustafa, hello, my man. Super Saiyans,
my man.
Super Phantoms, Chaco Sup, Yogi Trader. Y'all are here weekly. We have so many weekly guests that we love to give shout out to. So thank you all for coming back. We love y'all being here. And moving on, so the first community post, speaking of Super Daddy, is going to be one of his posts. He's a longtime fan and supporter of Super and the SUP itself. And here he is giving away 1,000 Supra. He has a meme coin on the meme coin marketplace built on Supra, pumpit.pro. And I just love that he's also giving back to the community already. And he is one of our most active community members. As always, not financial advice, do your own research, but he's a good guy. I like him as a person, so I wanted to give him a little love. Shout out to Super Daddy. I hope everything goes well with you, brother.
Shout out, Super Daddy. Loving this, man. I am going to get in there and see if I can find your Super Daddy meme, my man. Good job, dude. Lelis is someone that I haven't actually seen before, so they make some good points in this post, so I thought I'd throw this one into our feature for this week. I mean, they're basically saying, look, if you're going to get involved in a project, don't do it because someone says it's good. Don't not do it because someone says it's not good. It should be a case of doing your own research, studying the project, and analyzing the project. And then they end off with research Supra. That's involved in Supra. He's not saying go after Supra. He's saying just research Supra. That's all. Which is kind of like, hello, sir, hello. And I like the picture. That's a really cool design, man. So shout out to you, Lelis. Very, very cool post. Thanks for the support, brother. Or sister, whoever it may be. Very true.
Very true.
Right, ENS game. On to that. You can take that one, Chase.
Cool. Yeah, the next one is ensgame.supra, by the way. Sweet name there. I like you kind of thinking ahead. I'm sure that one's on the marketplace, especially considering you're using an Avengers in-game reference in this post as well, by the way. So here they highlight how Supra keeps delivering, closing the circle into what is truly revolutionary blockchain. Damn right, sir. Or ma'am. Again, or ma'am, you never know. So yeah, thank you for making this post. ENS Game Supra, you're a big fan. I see you on X all the time, reacting to all of my posts and stuff. I follow you. I'm a supporter of you, so thank you for being a supporter of us. His post says, "Guys, we've been amazed at how Super Labs can keep delivering more and more features. Closing the circle." I also just read this with Super. They're pushing the boundaries of DeFi, and it goes into a long thread. I'm not going to read the whole post, but please go read it yourself and give them a follow and support the ones that support us.
Yeah, get involved, guys. Shout out to Super Phantoms, DYOR with Supra. Just do your own research. You're not going to regret it. Jose is getting he's got some questions about connecting his Super account to his wallet. I don't know what you mean by that. Super account, Super wallet. Ask
Discord.
in the Discord, man. Chase would absolutely love to.
I'm in the Discord all day, baby. So, we got mods in there that'll help you with any needs you need. Let's go.
All day. Also, shout out future guest and partner of Supra, our man Sander Gorches, the CEO and co-founder of Hello Labs. He's in the chat. Sup, sir. Sup. It's good to have you on, man. I get nervous now. Like, this is the man behind Killer Whales TV is now watching our show. Like, I'm nervous. Okay, so James, hold it together, buddy. Hold it together. And with that now, folks, we're going to move on to the ecosystem news. Sorry, is my accent a bit strong? Okay, see, I'm nervous. All right, so let's get into the biggest news coming out of the Super ecosystem. What's happening in amongst the dApps, the projects. Start with a big one from Atmos. They've announced that they will be a community partner at Token 2049 in Singapore. They're also offering a 20% discount code. So if you are going to Token 2049 in Singapore, and I have a sneaking suspicion, not only will you meet a couple of Super team members, not only will you meet a couple of Atmos team members, but I have a sneaking suspicion you may meet Singapore native Yong Hong of Crystara. So if you are nearby Singapore, get there. I would absolutely love to go. I'm doing everything I can to get there. But 20% discount for those of you that want to go. If you just follow that link right there, go to the Atmos Protocol X page, you will find how to get your 20% discount for Token 2049. That's going to be such a big conference. And really cool that you guys are community partners, man. Good job, Atmos.
Are you going, James? Will you be there?
I'm trying. If you're watching this, hi, love you, Jason. Love you. Hi.
I will not be there, unfortunately. Mostly because I think it's like a 19-hour flight for like 2 days. So I would be on a plane the same amount of time I would be there. So I think I'm going to sit this one out.
Fair enough.
I'm going to sit this one out. Are y'all going to Token 2094, Michelangelo?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh,
I'm going. I've been even to Dubai. I've been to the Dubai.
Oh, yeah.
That was nice.
Was that earlier this year or last year?
Yeah. No, it was early this year. They do both. They do Dubai and Singapore. So a lot of people told me going to the Singapore one. So I will be there.
Yeah. So I hear nothing but fantastic things about Singapore as a whole, but people like community members were tagging me. We have a large presence in Singapore, and they were like, "Dude, you have to come to the Singapore one. It's going to be amazing." Every time crypto is I didn't realize it's bigger there than I thought, I guess is what I wanted to get by. So the event's going to be super exciting. There's going to be a bunch of us there, a bunch of people there. I'm sad I'm going to miss it, but I am not sad that I don't have to be on a plane for 20 hours. So moving on into the next community news post, we are going into, or this is ecosystem news, right?
Yes, sir.
Boom, AI Garden. Okay, so AI Garden is one of the most exciting projects that is being built on Super right now. I'm a big fan of this guy. I'm a big fan of this project. I mentioned him a couple weeks ago. So it's a new NFT project on Super, has just announced an upcoming collection, the Kiwi Ron. It's equipped with all kinds of accessories, actions, and appearances, and they'll be launching it very soon. So please go make sure you're following AI Garden Art on X for all the updates. This guy is literally doing an NFT project in a way that I've never seen done before, using AI in the coolest way possible. Even if you're not a fan of NFTs, just go follow him to like see the creative shit that he's doing. Because like I said, I've never seen anything done like this before. It is so in-depth and like story-based that it's almost hard to not be infatuated or interested in what he's building. So even if you don't like NFTs, if you're not an NFT person, but you like creative stuff, go give this guy a follow. He's doing something incredible. I won't throw more flowers than needed at him, but I'll stop there. I'm a big fan if you can't tell.
Rock star. Yeah, rock star, man. Quick shout out to the comments. Yugi is in Finland. Nice one, man. I've never been to Finland, so that's very cool. What else we got here? There was one I wanted to look at. Rockuten says, we are building Web3 poker game using Supra infrastructure here. Hello,
Hey.
Rockuten. Nice. Love that.
Let me give you a follow.
I love these permissionless projects just come out of nowhere. Yo, we're building on Supra. Wow. Well, I'm glad you got in touch because we might add you to the ecosystem news next week.
They're following me. Are they following you, James?
Oh, let's find out. Here we go. It's on. Because, I mean, we're already, I'm already
I want to know. Yeah, I want to know.
You want to know, bro. They follow me too. Oh, yeah. So you still want to know. You still want to know.
Right. Love it.
You guys right now, Rockuten. Good job, guys. All right, so I'll leave it at that. Is there anything else? Yes, there is. In ecosystem news, this is the last one for the day. Pumpit.pro. They have just announced an update which is going to improve speed, provide more tools to traders, and give more power to users. So if you haven't experienced Pumpit.pro, it's only going to get better. Smoother experience, faster trading, all happening on Pumpit.pro, and that update is coming within the next week. So check them out, and you can go and get Super Daddy's meme coin on Pumpit.pro as well. Let's go, baby.
That's right. Shout out to our boy Martin, also a weekly visitor of the SUP. He said, walking into the supermarket, finally a quick drop in. What was that about the neck pillows? So I get pinged. Michelangelo, I'm the merch guy at our company. I order all of our merch. I work with the design team very closely to get all of the coolest merch in Web3 delivered to all of these dope events that we do all over the world. And I do a lot of giveaways within our Discord, or if I see you make a cool community post, I'll just reach out to you and say, hey, I want to send you a care package. Let me send you something cool. So one of the things I always ask for suggestions, like, hey, what do y'all want? And one of the things that keeps getting brought up is neck pillows. So I told them, I was like, all right, enough's enough. Neck pillows are coming. So yes, Martin and Chaco Sup. It was actually Chaco Sup's idea.
Nice
it was
idea.
Also in the chat. Yeah, so it's also in the chat. So shout out to Martin and Chaco. They've been pinging me for neck pillows. Y'all are getting neck pillows, I promise.
I will have one.
I'll send you a neck pillow. I'll send you a super care package with a neck pillow. Yeah, exactly. And if I ever take a 19-hour flight, maybe it will help that make a little bit more comfortable for me.
I can send you a selfie with the neck pillow when I travel to
exactly.
Singapore.
Hey, we'll post it. Absolutely, we'll post it. Yep. See, Chaco. Shout out to Chaco Sup all the way. Or by the way, he's great. All right, so let's get into what Zyphe is all about. Thank you for hanging in there with us. We like to get those knocked out of the way because now it's the meat and the potatoes of the interview. Our favorite part of the interview is near the end, but we love every question here. We love to get to know you, and we want the community to get to know you as well. So let's just jump right into it. So Michelangelo, again, thank you for joining us. And I know you touched on it a little bit earlier for maybe people that are joining late. Tell us about how you personally got into Web3.
So as I was mentioning before, I got paid in Bitcoin in 2012 and 2013, and I got into cryptocurrency before, and then into Web3. I started to dig a little bit deeper with Ethereum, and then a smart contract. Then I was really vertical into NFT, identity soulbound token, and the entire SSI space. So that is more or less the path that I went into Web3. I had the possibility to teach at university in a master program into NFTs and identity, vertical in those two aspects. So I had the possibility even to study and get in touch with really pioneers in that field. Even in our company, we have some advisors that are like pioneers in SSI, and they're the first people that were speaking about self-serving identity and zero knowledge proof. So that career path gave me the possibility to get in touch with those people and involve them into the decision making of the current company to make to make Web3 a safe place for people to operate in a good way. So yeah, that is my short story about how I got in touch with Web3. But there are a lot of backstories on a lot of
Oh yeah.
projects. I ended up even advising my brother. I was you remember when Binance did the NFT top 100 artists worldwide? My brother was one of the 100 artists worldwide, and we got into that collection,
Wow.
then into super rare. So there are a lot of stuff that was part of my journey in
That's
that space.
awesome.
Yeah, it was nice. Good team. Good team
That's
around Web3 that you can end up meeting incredible teams. I was working really close with Stocks Foundation. Then I worked closely with the Bitcoin Foundation and other Oasis. Yeah, lot of things. So it was a long journey.
And obviously, I mean, we are going to touch on privacy a little bit more, but I'm just really curious. Obviously, as a South African, Ricardo Spagni, or Fluffy Pony, is a South African, and he was the lead contributor to Monero. Have you guys done much work with Monero?
Not much in that sense. So I'm not the best person to speak about Monero. But yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And my next question for you, man, is Michelangelo Frigo. Is that an Italian name?
Of course, I'm Italian, and this is part of my hometown. So a grin.
Are you in Italy? Is that Tuscany by any chance?
No, it's Veneto. It's near Venice. You can see
it's beautiful, dude. Look at this. Look at this.
It's my hometown.
Wow,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, do you have a glass of wine with you? I mean, it must be like
not yet.
Oh, I thought it was wine. I thought it was wine.
That's
water.
If you want, I can tell her that this is like a gin tonic, but it's not.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Don't worry, we've opened beers live on the show before, so if you were drinking wine,
absolutely,
no problem whatsoever. I mean, you're Italian, you're in Italy, and it's 5:30 in the evening, man. No That's problem whatsoever.
Yep.
Next time I just join to say cheers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cheers to that, bro. When did you start seeing the opportunity for Zyphe? Like, what sparked your drive to build a decentralized and privacy-preserving protocol like Zyphe?
That is a good question. So Zyphe back in the days was a B2C company, and we were just giving back the ownership on personal information. You were able through the application to connect your Google account, X account, and etc. Collect all the information that you were giving away to companies, and in one click decide to remove those information or share with third parties. One day I was pitching at one event, and the director of product in Protocol Labs came to me and I was like, "Can you make a decentralized KYC for that with the technology that you have?" And I was like, "Let us research a little bit." We had a lot of feedback. We went into a feedback loop with the market, with the biggest exchanges in the market back in the days. And we saw that there was a huge opportunity and market demand because Web3 people privacy is one of the key pillars. They wanted to have their information in a private way. But on the other side, there is even the regulatory and the compliance side that you cannot be completely anonymous. So we were able to find the balance between privacy and even a compliance regulation. So it took a little bit of time to build that, but now we have a product that is scalable, that is super secure, and empower the users to get back their information and their identity, and they empower the company like Supra to have all the compliance infrastructure without accessing those information. So even Supra decided to choose us for that reason. So they don't have to check your information, guys. Your information stay with yourself, but you are compliant.
You heard it here first. So I'm gonna clip that, and just every time I get asked about it in Discord, I'll just send the clip. There you go. It's right there for you. So I know you touched on this a little bit before as well. You've built multiple ventures. You've been a part of multiple projects and startups. What's one key lesson that from your overall startup experience that has shaped your approach into building companies? Do you have a blueprint when going in with ideas, or is it more so just based off of the product and the application itself that you're working on?
The golden rule is always ask for feedback. So every time that you're building something, don't build it in your room and then go out and try to find clients. Try to get okay, you have the idea, go out to speak about the idea. The idea will be firm. Every time that you speak with someone, people give you feedback, and you get you build upon the feedback that you are getting, and you will see that you start with one idea, and then you will go to market on with a completely different one. It's your idea that goes through different iteration, and you get actually the product that you can go to market with. So it's like if you want to build everything, anything, just speak about that. Try to speak about that. Nowhere will steal your idea. It's really hard to build something. So get feedback. A lot of feedback.
Absolutely.
Feedbacks.
And yeah, tons of feedback. And I think the best thing about feedback, especially if you're building something in public, is that when you take this feedback and you start implementing these things into your product or DApp, the community now feels like they're a part of the process. It's like, oh, wow, like we mentioned this in Discord a couple of weeks ago, and now it's been implemented into the wallet or implemented into the dashboard or whatever the application is, right? So it's like, I think building in public, taking that feedback and implementing it based on what the community wants is an incredible way to approach anything, right? It's like, not only are you building what your users want, but you're giving them what they're asking for. So I think come up with a concept and idea, make the concept happen, and then take as much feedback as possible to polish this product into whatever it's supposed to be. And like you said, whatever you started with might not be with what you end with, right? But the process of getting there involved everybody that was a part of it. So I totally agree with that. I love that you said that, and I cannot agree with you more. So kind of going deeper into this, what's the biggest lesson you've learned from working in Web3? And I've been in Web3 for, let me think, 6 years. I guess I'm going on 7 or 8 years. I don't know time anymore, so not super long time. And in Web3, that's like 30 real life years though. Like 8 Web3 years is equivalent to like 30 actual years in time. So like, what's the biggest lesson you've learned in being in Web3 for so long?
So that the technology moves a lot faster than you think. So when you start working on something and you say, okay, I will finish this one and I will launch in 12 months. Maybe in 12 months, the technology is old. Is already gone. Imagine that you were launching an NFT project. You wanted to build a big NFT project in 2021. And then you were planning to launch in 2022.
Oh, you were dead.
So I advised when big casino that was launching one lottery, one global lottery, and they were super slow. They started the project June, July 2021, and they were able to go to market in January 23. Was painful. So execution matter a lot. And one other thing in Web3 is user experience. A lot of people are trying to build things that are super cool on the technology point of view. You can take everything, real world asset tokenization. You can take smart wallet. You have a lot of verticals that there are incredible things, liquidity pools and so on. But if the user experience is not good, no one will use it. And even the security angle, because if I don't trust what you have built, I will not use that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
There are those 3 things that I suggest everyone to keep in mind. So you need to execute fast. You need to have a process that is secure. People need to feel secure, and user experience is important.
Yeah, absolutely. I think those are three incredible things for any builder building anything should always keep in mind. And also, Web3 just moves so incredibly fast. The thing that's cool today will not be cool tomorrow, and the day after that, it will not be cool again. It's a very, very fast moving situation. So you're right. If you have an idea that's in the end now, execute as soon as possible, get feedback immediately, polish with the community as you're building it. I think is a great way to kind of approach building a project, especially now. It's very, very competitive. So moving on to just kind of your overall, I want some insights on you in Web3. Why are you bullish on Web3? Why do you continue to build? And what is it about the industry and the technology itself that excites you the most?
So, in my opinion, Web3 in general is an incredible community-driven. It's community-driven. That is far different from all the Web2, where you have like a company that was just executing on a board of director decision. In Web3, you have like the community that is choosing for the entire company too. So one example on this, when we were we built on Stellar back in the days. We built on Stellar, and we wanted to make an EVM. The entire community was against that, even if that was bringing liquidity. So it's the community that chose the direction of the company, and that is super important on one side. Second, I'm super bullish for the technology. So the technology is something that will stay regardless of tokens, not tokens, or whatever. So if you have a token, but and the token goes down, but the technology that you have built is super interesting, and give even a super interesting and is an advanced version of what we have today that will stay. One example is a real world asset. So it's one of the killer use cases where you can tokenize. You can tokenize, for example, an house, and then sell just the tokens of the house. So for me, the technology is the most important thing, and that's why I'm bullish, because the technology that we have, it's powerful.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm glad that you mentioned RWAs or real world assets. I think that's probably going to be the one thing that does end up pulling a large majority of these layman users into Web3. Like the idea of being able to tokenize a contract on a house on the blockchain is something that's crazy. Or like, I want to sell my Rolex to prove that it's real, and now here's a bill of sale that's on chain. Or hey, and you see people doing this with like Pokemon cards. It's right. You go and pay money to spin a wheel in Ethereum. You get this Pokemon card. Now you can burn the token to get the asset in real life. It's like, that's a cool idea. That's a fun concept. So I totally agree. I think RWAs are the future, and I think there's a lot that's going to be coming out of them that we don't even know.
We did a good project even here in Italy. So we tokenized an house. There are a lot of platforms now that you can tokenize, you can fractionize and tokenize houses. But we did a project here, and the cool thing was with the normal process in Italy, to do something like that is like 2 months and a lot of money involved. With blockchain, you can do that in a few seconds and few cents.
Wow,
it's incredible.
That's interesting. I want somebody to write a Medium article on that, like how the house buying process went from 2 months to 2 seconds using blockchain technology. Hey, is there an SEO article writer in here? If so, I just gave you a plug for an easy article to get a couple million views. There you go. So moving on to the next question. Now, Zyphe focuses on empowering users to control their data. Can you share more about the core mission and how it addresses real world issues like data breaches or deep fakes and things like this?
So what we have seen in the market is a lot of KYC provider gets data breaches. Not sometimes directly. You can see one company that I will not mention. If you check a data breach on KYC, you will see. And even companies companies, you end up having a data breach. The likelihood that you get a data breach is really high nowadays. If it's not today, it will be tomorrow. So what we wanted to avoid is to have we started like my personal information. I don't want to have my biometrics and my passport IDs in the dark web for $5.
Yeah, no.
No, because one day you can be notified as like, okay, you got a new mortgage. What? A new what? But yeah, that can happen. Or even imagine that if I open a crypto account with your name, your document, and etc., the KYC belongs to you, and I just try to scam people with your name. I'm not sure if you will be out there.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we decided to try to protect user data by giving back the ownership to them. So what we do is every time that someone does a KYC, we create a decentralized storage owned by the user. So, for example, you Chase, you do KYC in Supra, you get verified, you get a decentralized storage that belongs to you with your documents, the proof of your identity, plus all the biometric and all the check that was done in a storage that belongs to you. We as Zyphe, we don't have access to that. Supra has access only for the compliance aspect. So Supra cannot sell your information, get a data breach, because if Supra get a data breach, nothing will be exposed. Because the access is one by one. So if you get your company gets breached, nothing will be exposed. The only person who can get breached is yourself, and in that case, just your information will be exposed, not the entire community information. So it's a good system to protect user privacy and information.
Yeah, absolutely. And from a technical perspective, how do you balance that user experience that we discussed earlier with robust security? Because obviously there's a pendulum on both of these subjects, because security isn't really known to be a super user experience friendly topic anyway. So how do you balance both of these?
So I think by hiding the complexity to the end user.
Yeah.
So we decided to have an experience that is a lot of Web 2 experience into a super privacy preserving Web 3 tech heavy system. Yeah. So we decided to do the balance in that way. So make the experience a Web 2 experience with a Web 3 technology. In 2025, now we have the possibility to have a good amount of other pieces that came together. For example, the passkey that is helping to achieve a smooth user experience.
Yeah,
that is awesome. Important. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of projects don't think about UI and UX enough. I'm one of those people that if I get onto a website and the UX and the UI is trash, but it's like super valuable to me, I won't use that website. I'll find something else, just because it's like I can't, my brain does not work properly when I'm using this. So I always love when I hear companies and projects that are like leaning into the user experience or the user interface side of things, because that's really like what's going to make people feel comfortable, want to come back. They like the feeling when they go to your website and they're able to navigate it clearly, right? I think those are very big issues in a lot of projects these days. So I love that. And without getting you into trouble, my next question, what are some of the biggest challenges it comes to working with regulators?
So in my opinion, one of the biggest one that we had in Europe, for example, so regulators in Europe and US are completely different, that are different from regulators in Asia. So on the privacy angle, you have Europe that is really conservative. So they don't like to take risks. US is a little bit more open in that sense. So the main focus that we had was to build something that was compliant with the most strict regulation in the world. So everyone else will follow into that one.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge was to speak with the right people and to have the right feedback from the market. So when we were speaking with the regulators, they had a super high bar, and they were telling us to do things in a way that was not possible for the companies to operate under. So we had to find the right balance between regulators and even what the companies want and how the companies want to operate. So that was the biggest challenge, in my opinion. To find the balance. It's always finding the balance is hard.
Okay, so now, I don't know. Can you answer this? What is the strictest regulation in the world as far as crypto? Like, what is the one that you hate dealing with? Maybe hate's a strong word.
Europe.
Which one's the most difficult? US?
Europe.
Europe, really?
Europe,
that's interesting.
Because in Europe you have like every month they change something, and European law is super fragmented. So you have a different state with different regulation. So it's hard.
Yeah, I can only imagine. By the way, welcome back, James.
Welcome back.
His power went out, so James had to disappear for a little bit. I don't even know if we can hear you, James. Can you say something? We cannot.
Well, right, it would be helpful if I
unmuted
myself, right? You know?
There you go. Now we got you.
But yeah, it's one of those gremlin days, right? It's like gremlin.com.
It is. So my next question, Michelangelo, obviously Supra has recently partnered with you guys to bring privacy first KYC, as we've been talking about this full episode, to our layer 1 ecosystem. How does this partnership help not only users and developers, but maybe just the layman like me, some bozo that doesn't really understand KYC, achieve global compliance without compromising data privacy and onboarding speed?
So there are two things on this. So as mentioned before, when you completed the KYC process, we create a decentralized storage for yourself where you keep all the information. That allows you, even if you onboard to another business, to reuse those information. So in that sense, you can comply with a different regulation because there is the backend is super complex, but to make it easy, is every single company has a different regulation that they are under. So, for example, if you onboard to a company that is US based, the regulation is different from a company that is European, that is different from a company that is Asian, and even on state by state, the regulation is a little bit different. So, super complex. What we do is when we reshare your information, when you reshare your information with another business, for example, you have done KYC with Supra, and then you wanted to get into ATH Denver, for example, and the requirement is a little bit different. You share all the information that you already have, and you just complete the missing fields. For example, they need a proof of address or something else, same thing with the other exchanges. But if you have everything already, in one click, you get your enter. So in one click, you just reshare your information with the other business, and it's done. So from a user experience, it's really cool. You have to try that.
Yeah, I love that. I will try it.
Now, Michelangelo, I'm really curious. Are you inspired by any other privacy projects or work in Web3? And if so, which ones in particular?
So I was mentioning at the beginning, I think that everything started with Solid. Solid is a protocol built from the owner is Tim Berners-Lee, that is the creator of World Wide Web, the one that we are using. So at the beginning, that was a cool idea that inspired me. Then we jump into building on Oasis. We build Parcel, we build Gaia, that are decentralized storages all over the place. But there were always a limitation on the compliance aspects. We decided to build our own for that reason. But yeah, at the beginning was solid.
That's awesome. Like it's a proper project to be inspired by. Like so many people have been inspired by their work, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And since you are a founder, if you could give advice to other founders building a Web3 identity or privacy tech, what would it be? What would it be like based off your experience with Zyphe, just in general? Do you have any maybe a keynote for them that would help them succeed?
Find good partners. So
there you go.
that's the only thing that I will mention. I have with me Charlene and Manuel. Ciao, guys. So and I think everything is the people are everything. So build a strong community and go with good people that you can trust and you can be inspired from. If they can inspire you and support you, that is the advice that I give you. As mentioned, ideas can change a lot during your path when you start building a company. So you need to be sure to have someone that you can rely on all the time. There are up and down all the time. So
Absolutely.
you need to go to have partners.
It's like it's actually just it's the most practical advice you can get. You know, when you're building a project, you need partners that you can trust, partners that inspire you, partners that have a proven track record. You know, so yeah, man, makes sense. Like I would never build with Chase. I mean, it would just be too chaotic.
I wouldn't build with me either, dude.
I'm kidding.
Jason, will you build it with the James or not?
Yeah,
no, you would. You'd be like, nah, bro, no.
I'm more of a sideline reviewer. I watch from the edges. I've had too many L's in Web3 that I enjoy it from the sidelines these days.
Well, that's why I wouldn't build with Chase, because he's like got the amount of failures that he's walked us through throughout this show. Man, it's
bad
scary,
news,
bro.
dude.
We're just
bad news.
Bro, you invested in that project? Are you out of your mind? What happened, dude? But speaking of that, actually, Michelangelo, the next section is our favorite part of the show. And it's here that Chase has revealed so many stories. Like, oh, crypto horror story. I got another one for you.
I got more.
This is called the hot seat. We throw out a couple of questions that can be tough to answer. They kind of put you in that sort of uncomfortable seat. You know what I mean? It's why we call it the hot seat. So without further ado, first question is, what is your worst crypto horror story?
Oh, I have a few. I have a good one too. It's horror for 95% horror. So was I think Terra Luna. Do you remember the Terra Luna ecosystem?
Yeah.
I had some money locked in when it collapsed.
I mean,
yeah.
Like, are we talking like your entire net worth here? Are we talking like a very, very small percentage, or enough to make 50? You cry?
50.
Oh, wow. Damn. You didn't have to say the number, but I mean, I would cry.
No, 50%. Yeah.
50%? That's even worse, bro. No, that's...
Do you remember the Bitcoin at the beginning? Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Oh man, that's rough, dude. That's rough. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's not the first Bitcoin story we've had, though.
Yeah.
We've had multiple of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Bitcoin is an horror story, because we had a lot of Bitcoins back in the days, and I think me and my friends, we sold it at 1,000 and something.
Beautiful. That's what it's all about.
All right. Yeah. That's dude. The best part about this question is your reaction is the reaction we get from every single person. It's like, hey, tell us your crypto horror story. Everybody goes, oof.
Oh no, wait.
Right,
I have another one. But it's not from me. It's from Manuel. That is my other founder. He got the graph Do you know the graph? The coin. He got the graph, and he was doing per 99, and he was like, okay, I waited till I have per 100, and then I sell, and then the graph went down.
Oh
And he did,
no!
and he did a per 4, but he had the per 99.
Oh man!
Thank you,
Like
Manuel, for this story.
$1 short. Oh, dude. I mean, I've got a similar story. I invested in an ICO back in 2017. I was like, I'm gonna wait for it to get to $5. It got to $4.50, and it just turned around and just destroyed my net worth in one moment. So yeah,
I love it.
I feel you.
Hey, we've all been there. We've all been there. So, Michelangelo, next question: what did you do before crypto?
A lot of things. As mentioned, I was a professional gamer before gaming. Yep. Then I was a professional volleyball player. Then I work as a chef. I did a company during university. I did a company in telco, one company in dropshipping, one pasta company as an Italian person.
Nice.
So, a lot of things.
Well, you weren't lying when you said that you love building.
Yeah, and what is your main in World of Warcraft?
I was a priest.
Oh, we're a shadow priest or shadow priest or what?
Ole.
Oh man, you are a godsend, my friend. Thank you. We do not have enough of you in the WoW world. And so to fill you in, he's a priest. He heals everybody on raids, on instances. Essentially, he takes care of everybody so that we can make it through the raid to get the good gear. Without him, they do not happen. So shout out to every holy priest that's watching this right now. And Jesus, I feel like such a nerd talking about that. Anyways, we're moving on.
Look at Chase talking about Jesus while talking about holy priests. I love it. Also, like how fitting that he is in Italy. Okay, sure, he's near Venice, but I mean, he's like, a couple of train stops down the road from freaking the Vatican. You know what I mean? Like,
he's a holy priest.
He's a holy priest.
It was built. It was in his DNA. He couldn't even have picked a different class. The class picked him.
It's all like the Harry Potter art was the same thing.
Priest.
Michelangelo, if crypto had to crash tomorrow, what's your plan B career move?
That's tough because on this one I was thinking a little bit on this question because is a thought that I had, and I think everything can crash, but the technology will stay. So I will not change the career because it's the technology is here to stay. As I mentioned before, which is all of the real world asset tokenization, all the stuff that will stay. So I think that is the crypto world can collapse in the sense of cryptocurrency, but the technology will stay. So I'm into that a lot. I will not change. I will not change the career path. I will just adjust it a little bit more. For example, I can even take a leap into AI, because even on AI we have all this stuff about the registry and to train the model with the trusted data set that are important. And the only way to do that is to have them on a chain. So every data set to have a footprint. So in that sense, I don't think the entire market will disappear. But I'm Italian. I'm Italian. I can just go and sell Aperol Spritz all over the world. In case.
You can sell Aperol Spritz. You can sell pizza. You can sell pasta. I mean, there's so much opportunity for you.
I love it. And if you start another venture, food based, let me know. I would love that.
I mean,
But
and I mean, here in South Africa, bro, us wine lovers here from Cape Town, South Africa, we want in on whatever you Italians are doing.
Yeah, and as wine lovers here in Houston, Texas, we would love to be a part of that too.
Do they make wine in Houston, Texas? Have you ever had Cape Town wine, brother?
Not Cape Town wine. I have not had Cape Town wine.
It's as good as.
Let's go. You said that. So next time we make a dinner and we go for a Cape Town wine.
Exactly.
Come, I'm waiting. I wait your presence.
I love it.
And it's not an 18-hour flight for you, Chase.
What, 14 or something?
Yeah, 14.
Wonderful. And this kind of falls into my next question. So, all right, Michelangelo, if you could have dinner with one person in crypto, who would it be, and what would your first question be?
So I'd like to pick again Tim Draper, and again is because I already had one with him. So ciao Tim. My first question was about his vision on the entire market, and I will ask it again because the world is changing a lot. So every time that I see him like once per year, and it's I think the question can be the same every time because the world is changing way faster than before. So his answer will be far different from the year 1 year ago. So that would be the question.
So just clarify, who was that you said?
Tim Draper.
Oh, Tim Draper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he invested in Stellar, right? XLM.
Yep.
Yeah. So what did he say the last time you had dinner with him? What did he actually say about where the crypto market's at?
He's super bullish. He's super bullish. So yeah.
Love it. I love that. That's amazing.
It's even his vision was about the technology. That is an awesome technology that solve real world problems, and that will be. I'm curious next time that I meet him, I will ask the same question and see the answer.
Yeah. So I'm just curious as well. Did Tim Draper invest in Zyphe or in any of your companies? Is that why you know him?
No. I know him because I've been in Silicon Valley for a while, and I met him during one program with Stellar.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I actually I know a friend of mine got investment from Tim Draper, and he moved over to the Valley. So I know what kind of a supportive guy that he is, and how smart he is as well. Speaking of new startups and things like that, a friend of mine getting investment from Tim Draper. What about this? What do we need in crypto that we don't have today?
Adoption. Adoption.
Very simple.
Yeah. It's
a great answer, though.
Yep. It's just a matter of time when big companies will start to realize that they can save a lot of money and that they can do things faster in a more transparent and secure way. We are seeing that in our space. So we are getting some big traditional banks and even traditional players that are moving into a decentralized KYC space with ourselves. So 2 years ago was not in that direction. You were speaking about decentralization and etc., and everyone was like, "No, thank you." Now they are listening. No, there is a little bit of movement into new technologies. So yeah, I think adoption.
That's the best answer we've had on that. Like, just simple adoption.
And the thing is like I've noticed it happening very, like, I guess low key, for lack of a better term, in the United States. Like today, I was on my banking app and it was like new features, and I clicked on it and it said, update your net worth. And I was like, interesting question. So I clicked on it, and then it gave me options to connect my Coinbase account, my Robinhood account, all my crypto accounts, saying that like they wanted to show that my net worth was worth more than $0 in regular money. and that if I had any crypto, I'd be worth more money. But the thing is that I'm also broke in crypto. So it did nothing it did nothing to my net worth. But the idea of them implementing and integrating these type of things is like, that's a telltale sign that, hey, they're listening and it's coming.
Yeah. Agreed.
Even new banks, even in Europe, if you take, for example, Revolut now they implemented all the crypto accounts that you can have. You can swap token, buy tokens, and it's a big new bank in Europe. So it's coming.
Yeah. I know Revolut. Yeah, they're one of the more advanced sort of modern fintech banks, like a competitor to Monzo kind of thing.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Awesome. And our favorite question, and thank you again for taking the time out of your day. I know you're super busy, but our favorite question that we bring up to everybody, and nobody ever has a great answer, so don't feel like you have to. But this one is, if you had to explain Web3 to your grandma in 10 seconds, and I'm timing you.
10 seconds.
Look, I love how he's responding to these questions. He's like, ooh. I did give him the script yesterday. I gave him the script yesterday.
Here we go. So when I'm gonna give you, and whenever you can take as much time or sit here and we can talk about it a little bit. But whenever you're ready to go, just say I'm ready, and then
ready.
Whenever you start, I'm gonna press go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. I think Web3 is the next generation of internet where people own digital things directly, like your bank account, your money, your identity, your art, website.
Boom.
Oh, so close. 2 seconds over. You stopped it late, Chase. He was at 12 seconds.
Okay. Sorry.
I added the last part that was like your bank and etc. If not, it was under 10 seconds.
You might have been right at 10 seconds exactly.
No, it was really good, man. Good job. That was actually really good. That was a good one.
Yeah, that is a good way to explain it.
All right. Well, you know what? Before we jump into a couple of user comments, if there's any comments from the chat, Michelangelo, any final comments for the audience that are watching? We usually hit over 3,000-4,000 viewers on this stream, whether it's on X or YouTube. What would you like to say to them, and final words?
Get back your identity, and don't leave a personal information all over the web, because it's not safe.
That's good, man. Whoa, deep, bro. I love that. And you can see it's your mission. Like, that's what drives your work at Zyphe. I mean, I love that. Michelangelo, thank you so much for joining us. I know we're over the hour that we scheduled. The CEO of a big KYC provider giving us over an hour is amazing. So thank you so much, man. It's been amazing.
Thank you, guys. Was a nice talk.
It really
Absolutely.
Was cool.
Thank you so much. And we will have you back, man. Let's make this happen again, dude. I really enjoyed our conversation.
It was awesome.
Yeah. With the red wine from South Africa.
I mean, what cities? Right. Like, we got to do a trifecta city tour here: Houston, Cape Town, and Veneto. Like, I mean, come on, bro. I'm so down.
All corners of the world.
Let's do it.
The three of us. And I bet you love a good red steak, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're in.
We're in, man. Oh, dude. I mean, we got to get together. We got to make this happen, Chase. Super
Absolutely.
Daddy, thank you for watching the whole interview, sir. Super Phantoms, thank you. Martin, dude, big shout out to you. Sentinelal, thank you. Blur Games, I'm going to answer your question, sir. You're saying when TGE liquid? Well, the sale we are hoping goes live first thing tomorrow morning. The devs are working as hard as they can tonight to finish things up. So we're hoping it goes live tonight, man. And yeah, just again, apologies for the delays here. We want to, obviously this is huge because it's your tokens that you're investing. We have to make sure that this is 100% right. So just apologies for the delay. And yeah, I think that's about it. Peter says Super is a wholly educative and project to be part of. Thank you, sir. Peter Igbokwe. He looks that's a South African name, sir. Are you from Limpopo, South Africa? Because I recognize that surname. Chase, it's been real,
always,
sir.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you all for letting me hang out.
That's great. Great to have you. Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all so much. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the sub. This is episode 32. Holy shit. 32 episodes, 32 weeks in a row. I think we only missed 1 week for one reason or another. But again, we will see y'all next week for episode 33. Go check out Zyphe and everything that they're building. Be sure to follow them. Be sure to keep up to date with the token sale. Liquid coming soon. And I'm out. Peace.
Zyphe_official. Peace. Michelangelo, thank you once again.
Thank you so much.
Ciao, ciao, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ecosystem fire while the others getting wrecked. Super